Hello, everyone. Mr. Christensen here. I'm going to be taking you through the different parts of the final exam project for this year, 2023. I have changed the numbers from previous years, made a few changes throughout, and while looking at a previous project may help you in some respects, the numbers won't be the same. And I'm going to use some numbers. Please don't use the same things that I do, all right? Because, um, that would not be useful to show me what you know if you're using the numbers that I do. So um, let's talk about expenses. There will be expenses for food and lodging. Please give information about these options. Specifically, how much on average do you plan to spend on food per day per person and lodging per day per person? Research to come up with cost for food per day and per night hotel average. And you know what? All you really need to do here is find first. You need to know where you're going. All right, I think in order to help you with this, maybe. So what you might do here is go to the next page and do that, figure out where you're going, and that might help you determine what it's going to cost. Because if you're going to Los Angeles, say, you're not going to get a hotel room in Los Angeles for $100 a night, right? It'd be far more than that. So it does depend on where you go. So you might think about doing that. Now I'm just going to make some numbers up. So use this space to provide information on type of lodging and how you pick the dollar amount per food each day. So food wise, this is dependent on what you like. And I would say the days of $40 a day for a meal for food is probably not going to be good enough, and you should consider a little bit more than that. Uh, Especially since meal prices in restaurants have gone up significantly over the past couple of years. So, um, so you're going to write about that. Provide information about type of lodging and how you pick the food, the dollar amount for food. Now, what is the total amount you will spend on food each day? All right, not the total for the whole trip. This is the total for each day for food and lodging. All right, so if lodging was $150 and food was 65. Now this is just if I'm going by myself, then that's $215. Right, so $215 per day. Given the number of people that are going on the trip, what is the total amount you will spend on luggage for everybody? Well, it's just going to be me. I'm going to carry a carry-on size bag. All right, so person number one, and that's going to be $90, and that's the only thing I'm going to carry. So my expense equation, which is going to be y equals mx plus b. Remember that b is the baggage expense. It's a one-time charge, so it's not going to be multiplied by anything, right? If it's a one-time charge. So m is my food and lodging, right? Because it is a charge every day. So y equals 215x plus, and I'm going to say $90. So that's a number. 90 is something that you might use again. Now, part two, I'm not going to put too much in here, but I will say, I leave room for you to list, but really what's more important is that you provide a map. Please share a map of the route. All right. And that is going to help me as I look at what your plan is. And on that map, when you do this, you're going to find that it will list miles. So let's say my trip is 2,222 miles. All right. And then the number of hours that you would spend traveling. We're going to say it's 35 hours. All right. All right. You are allowed to drive a maximum of 8 hours each day. What is the smallest number of days you could spend driving? So if I have 35 hours and I divide that by 8, that's going to tell me how many days it's going to take. So that's just under 4, right? So I'm going to say 4 days. All right. And so 4 days. Because really it's 3.9 or something. If your trip ends up being 31 days, you spread the driving out over each day. How many hours would you spend driving? So this is also 35 hours divided by 31 days. Okay. And so this gives me 1.1 hours per day. Part 3, we're picking a car, right? Now, I provided you with the information on the cars. You don't need to worry about that. You can pick anything here. And so let's say I choose the Toyota Prius. Because it gets good mileage. All right, once you choose that, we're going to figure out how many gallons it will take to finish the trip. So I'm going to take total miles, 2,222, and divide it by miles per gallon, 41. And I get 54.2 gallons of gas. And I'm going to multiply that by $4.50. And I get $243.90. And then I'm going to have my total vehicle equation, which is y equals, now the $243.90 is my one-time expense, so that's the plus B part of this. And my daily expense is the per day cost of the car, which is $79.95. X. All right, that's enough for this part, and we'll do some more later.